In those 16 years you have worked between both Talent and Prelude now, there's probably been quite a few changes in the tech industry.
Yes.
Do you think there's any that really stand out, either in terms of maybe the kind of skills businesses are looking for, or maybe the skills you're seeing that businesses need now from an operations perspective?
I think, to be honest, the one major change that I've seen over the last 16 years is definitely the expectations on software engineers or developers, as they probably were called when I started in Talent. So there was this misconception, I think, probably 10 or 15 years ago, that engineers were in locked rooms, sat in the dark. There was no real expectation for them to do anything but push code. And now what we find certainly at Prelude is that a major part of an engineer with our team is that their ability to communicate with our customers, their ability to communicate internally, and not just push code. So actually, I'd say probably the larger change is that real importance on communication. I think we can probably leverage some of that as has come from the COVID situation, which we're all very familiar with, when you had dispersed teams that were not working, sat next to each other, or there was no coffee cooler conversations. The ability for everybody to need to communicate in a clear and concise fashion is a big change. And I think that's something that the best and most efficient organizations I've worked at are the ones that communicate in the clearest and easiest way.
So it's not just technical skills, there's also a big emphasis on soft skills and having those soft skills.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a misconception some companies have of an engineer has to be an engineer, and they have that old idea of it's a man in a dark room working on his computer, he needs to be able to talk.